Keep them as long as you want. Send one back in a prepaid envelope, and they automatically mail another from your list. Late fees? Forget about it.
No late fees.
Shut up.
There's a movie waiting for you at home. Netflix. The DVDs you want, starting at only $5.99 a month, no late fees.
I can't concentrate. Could I be pregnant?
When you need to know if you're pregnant, nothing is more accurate than EPT. It's over 99% accurate. EPT. So accurate, we call it the error-proof test.
It's good to know.
Want the secret to healthy skin? It's just below the surface. Introducing the newest Lubriderm Skin Nourishing Lotion with natural sea kelp extract. It helps dry skin absorb and retain moisture, so it's naturally healthy. New Lubriderm Skin Nourishing Lotion with sea kelp extract.
You may call them crazy. We call them All-Stars. And you will choose who's in the new Big Brother.
Pick your favorite.
Big Brother All-Stars. CBS, Wednesday.
We had our home with an agent for over 9 months.
And we finally got fed up and called BuyOwner.
BuyOwner pre-qualified potential buyers right over the phone.
We sold in 2 weeks and saved over $16,000.
Thanks, BuyOwner.
Thanks, BuyOwner.
All cars have headlights to illuminate the road ahead, but Lexus has developed a headlight that actually rotates up to 15 degrees to reveal what's around the bend before you get to the bend. What kind of a difference can 15 degrees make? A very noticeable one. Special lease rates are now available on the 2007 RX 350 for a limited time.
When you engineer SUVs to the highest standard, the professional-grade possibilities are limitless. The GMC Envoy delivers more towing capacity than Jeep. The highest possible side impact safety rating. All for less than you thought possible. Qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on an 06 Envoy SLE for around $269 a month. Call for residency restrictions and details. See the pros at your local GMC dealers.
I used BuyOwner to sell. It was the service that brought me back when it came time to buy. I'm a busy person. With BuyOwner, I was never on someone else's schedule. I have to say, I love my new home. Thanks, BuyOwner.
Thanks, BuyOwner.
Sometimes the lightest touch brings the biggest sensation. New Lipton White Iced Tea. Our lightest tasted tea. Full of natural antioxidants from fresh young tea buds. More from less. Lipton tea can do that.
The internet has changed the way home buyers find homes. And now, it's changing the way home sellers find buyers. Online Seller Advantage from Prudential Real Estate, powered by Yahoo. It's the future of real estate now.
The people who craft, tool, stitch, and fit together the Mazda CX-7 crossover SUV have no interest in taking any shortcuts. As a result, neither do the people who drive it. Mazda CX-7, designed and engineered to zoom way.
Now you guys look like you're totally gelling.
Oh, we're not just gelling. We're gelling. If you understand what we're telling.
Gelling. Do you get it, Ellen? I do, Helen. Gelling is something very compelling.
Are you gelling? We put 2 kinds of gel into Dr. Scholl's new and improved massaging gel insoles. Outrageous comfort, guaranteed.
We're gelling.
You're not.
Are you gelling? Dr. Scholl's.
Hey, hon.
Find the perfect gift at Zales Mother's Day celebration, like Zales' exclusive frame by Lennox with a Journey Diamond pendant with mother and child. Just $99.99 at Zales, the diamond store.
Sunday, Desperate Housewives is all new.
Are you sleeping with my wife?
All the way.
You ready to be the mayor's wife?
To the season finale. An all-new Desperate Housewives, Sunday starting at 9/8 Central. Followed by Brothers and Sisters only on ABC.
The all-new Harrah's Chester Casino is now open. It's the place where fun meets fabulous. The action starts with over 2,700 of the hottest slots, including hundreds of video poker machines. Plus, enjoy fabulous restaurants and bars, free parking in our convenient attached garage, and more. Best of all, fun and fabulous aren't far. Just off I-95 at Exit 8. It's Harrah's Chester Casino, the new place to play slots. Now open.
Smooth Jazz is back at 97.5. Hi, this is Dave Codd. Join me and my friends on the smoothest place on your radio. 97.5 WJJZ.
It's the new address for Smooth Jazz in Philadelphia.
The Mother's Day gift event is going on right now at TJ Maxx. Hurry in to find a unique selection of gifts for Mom at up to 60% off department store prices. Or give Mom a TJ Maxx gift card and she can have a shopping spree of her own.
The facts about so-called natural hormones at 11.
And only Allstate pays you an extra bonus to do it. Get one of these every 6 months you go without an accident. Can you afford not to be in good hands?
Sure, it can take on king-size loads. Sure, it's quiet, but that's not what makes it a Maytag. The Bravo steam dryer takes on the toughest wrinkles in only 15 minutes. Now that's a Maytag.
Tell me about it.
Maytag, built strong to last long.
What are you doing?
Is that the Grand Slam?
No.
Introducing the Build Your Own Grand Slam. Choose any 4 items and make it your slam, starting at $5.99.
Benny, real breakfast, 24/7.
Adonia, you remember, is no more. A new age has begun.
1 year later for them.
What happened here?
1,300 years for Narnia. On May 16th, all that is good.
I am Prince Caspian.
Will face all that is evil. You were right. Fear me. The Chronicles of Narnia. Prince Caspian. Rated PG. In theaters May 16th.
Hey, I found $1 in your couch. You fit.
You sure?
It's $1. It won't get me anything these days.
You could turn that dollar into a KFC snacker.
Big taste, big variety, small coin. The 99-cent snacker is at KFC. Grab one and go for just 99 cents. Honey, look at this.
For all of us?
Yeah.
The magic begins when you realize you can afford a Disney vacation. Other affordable packages all year long. Visit DisneyWorld.com/affordable.
On the next Everybody Loves Raymond, who's the better father figure?
They do enjoy you, Crawford.
Thank you.
So you're saying my kids prefer you to me? Is that what you're saying?
Well, actually, you said it, but if you're waiting for me to disagree, you might want to take a seat.
For more fun, log on to EverybodyLovesRay.com.
The Founders Award for her work helping to expose people to arts and culture. Gardencourt is the Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Philadelphia Museum of Art.
I'm Action News reporter Erin O'Hearn live in Los Angeles. It's all come down to this, the Dancing with the Stars finale. I'm taking you backstage for the big announcement and all the interviews you won't want to miss. That's tomorrow on Action News at 11.
This AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by PECO, an Exelon company, bringing you reliable energy all year long.
I'm actually upset because I live in the building where it happened, and I had no warning at all what happened.
2 hours later, Shields, an electrical engineering student, was on his way to the Norris building to attend a class when the second shooting broke out inside.
And I was crossing the drill field. I was about 150, 200 yards from Norris, and all the gunshots went off. And we just saw everyone in the drill field just started running away from it.
Authorities say the gunman lined students up against the wall and began shooting them execution style. Some students started jumping out windows trying to escape the gunman. Meanwhile, sophomore Kim Hickey of Richboro, Bucks County,
was at soccer practice when the whole 2,600-acre campus was put on lockdown.
We were all really shocked. We said a couple prayers, like, as a team, and we had a TV in there, so we were just watching the news, and we were all pretty, like, quiet about it because no one really knew how to react at that time.
When it was all over, the gunman had shot and killed 32 people, injured 15 others, including sophomore Derek Odell, before taking his own life. While authorities have not identified the man, sources say he arrived here from Shanghai on a student visa last August. The horror unleashed here on this rural campus, nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains, has numbed students, leaving many in a state of disbelief.
Every one of the students, when they were sad, and everyone's sad, everyone's mad, everyone's angry, they are looking to recovery. It's what they're doing.
Now, university officials have come under fire for waiting 2 hours before alerting all of the students to what was going on here. Further, how a man carrying 2 weapons manages to elude everybody and then making his way across campus, killing 29 other people 2 hours later. The university president, Charles Steger, says that the university did the best they could with the information they had, believing that the gunman had fled the campus. Tragically, that information would turn out to be very wrong. We're live here at Virginia Tech in Blacksburg, Virginia. Dan Cuellar, Channel 6, Action News.
Thank you, Dan. President Bush late today said, quote, "Our nation grieves with those who have lost loved ones at Virginia Tech." He also said the shooting affects every student across the country because schools should be places of safety, sanctuary, and learning. And then he uttered these words of sorrow.
We hold the victims in our hearts. We lift them up in our prayers. And we ask a loving God to comfort those who are suffering today.
And in the House of Representatives, Speaker Nancy Pelosi held a minute of silence for the victims of the shooting. Let's go live to Action News reporter Erin O'Hearn now, who has word of a South Jersey boy who was shot and wounded today in Blacksburg. Erin?
And Jim, Sean McQuaid seems to be one of those well-rounded students. A family friend tells us he is intelligent, athletic, motivated, and outgoing. Well, earlier today, his family rushed to Virginia to be by his side after learning he took a bullet during today's massacre.
I was shocked. I couldn't believe that. I thought out of 40,000 students that he could be one of them.
One of the dozens of victims in today's Virginia Tech massacre. A family friend tells Action News the Clearview High School grad was shot in the face while inside Norris Hall.
And it just brought us to our knees and just made us really pray that, we just hope that God's watching us and that he's in control and that he knows the outcome of everything.
Action News has learned tonight that Virginia Tech senior is in critical condition and has undergone at least one surgery. Beth Jones says McQuaid is a warm, intelligent, and motivated young man with plans to become an actuary after graduation next month. His family, including his parents and siblings, rushed to Virginia to be by his side.
Both my boys played baseball with him. He was excellent, outstanding in his field. He's very intelligent. He was ready to graduate here at the beginning of May, and this tragedy really changes his life.
It has undoubtedly changed the lives of so many, both on Virginia Tech's campus and campuses across the country.
Nobody is particularly safe to these type of incidents. The key is how you prepare for those incidents.
Today, Drexel University announced it had heightened its level of security. Extra campus officers and Philadelphia police are patrolling residence halls and academic buildings. Public safety also tested the duress alarms in campus buildings and briefed dispatchers and supervisors.
The key is really going out and training your employees and letting them know what it is that they're to look for.
Drexel added they believe this incident is isolated to Virginia Tech, but said that all public safety patrol officers are aware of how their specific area may be affected by this tragedy. Meanwhile, we should add that a family friend of McQuaid's asked that everyone keep Sean in their prayers. We're live at Drexel University tonight. Erin O'Hearn, Channel 6, Action News. Jim?
Thank you, Erin. The shooting today, as we have said, the deadliest spree in American history. It surpasses the 1991 incident in Killeen, Texas, when George Hennard drove his pickup into a restaurant and shot 23 people, then himself. Today's incident comes 8 years after the massacre at Columbine High School. That shooting in Littleton, Colorado on April 20th, 1999, killed 12 students and a teacher before the two student gunmen took their own lives. and it far surpasses the prior deadliest shooting on a college campus. That was 1966 at the University of Texas, when Charles Whitman shot 16 people from the clock tower before police killed him. You can find a wealth of additional information on the shootings today right now at 6abc.com. Our website includes additional video clips, slideshows, and other supplementary material. ABC's Nightline will devote a full hour to the campus shootings tonight. The expanded coverage begins immediately after our broadcast, and we invite you to stay with Action News and ABC News for the latest developments as the investigation moves forward and the long and torturous process of mourning the victims gets underway. The spring nor'easter has now claimed 11 deaths nationwide across the eastern part of the United States. The storm dumped 8 inches of rain in Central Park and 17 inches of snow in Vermont. Action News cameras toured our area tonight and found the Kelly Drive still closed because of the flooding. There is concern tonight in the New Hope area where the Delaware River should be cresting in about 7 to 8 hours. And it's another kind of problem in West Philadelphia where a house partially collapsed, its foundation compromised by the storm. And this has been another major problem. Trees falling because the ground is so saturated with rain. Action News was in Wayne, Delaware County tonight, where a large tree brought down power lines along Crestview Road. And in Center City, Philadelphia, another large tree came crashing down on top of a car in the 900 block of Clinton Street. The roots tore up a section of the sidewalk, but fortunately, nobody was hurt. The storm brought an inch or so of snow to much of the area overnight, making it look more like January in Roxborough. Flooding forced the evacuation of more than 1,000 people in New Jersey, including residents of the Cedar Crest Mobile Home Park in Vineland. There was some significant beach erosion along parts of the Jersey Shore, and down power lines cut electricity to tens of thousands of customers. Utility crews have been working to restore power. PECO is reporting tonight that about 7,200 people are still without electricity, most of them in Delaware County. In New Jersey, PSE&G says 2,900 customers are still in the dark, and about 200 customers remain without gas service. Those outages are scattered throughout the state. Let's get the latest on the storm and what comes next from Adam Joseph and AccuWeather. Adam?
And Jim, this nor'easter is slowly losing steam, but it still has a grip, not only locally here, but all of New England. And today it wasn't the rain, but the wind that stole the show here. The peak wind gusts in Philadelphia, 47 miles an hour. Both in Wilmington and Cape May made it a wind gust up to 60 miles an hour. In Doylestown, near 50 miles an hour. The current wind gusts right now are still 30 miles an hour in Philadelphia, as well as Wilmington, 32 mile an hour wind gusts in Dover, and 35 in Wildwood, a little less to the north and west. Storm Tracker 6 3D right now showing the storm just east of Long Island, and it's still wrapping around some light rain and wet snow showers through at least 4 or 5 states, and it will slowly weaken as it moves to the east. Right, flood warnings are still in effect for all areas in New Jersey and Bucks County, Pennsylvania, Northampton County into Tuesday. The rivers we are still watching. The Assunpink at Trenton, it's still 5.5 feet above flood stage, still a major flood, and actually the 4th highest crest ever in history for Trenton. And the Rancocas at Pemberton will crest 1.1 feet above its flood stage at 8 o'clock in the morning. And real quick, as we go to the Delaware River, good news here, it should crest at flood stage, not above, for all the locations listed there and the times with them. At Easton at 7, 8 o'clock Regalsville, Frenchtown at 10, and Trenton at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Earlier, Jim, Regalsville, we were expecting it to go above flood stage. That is now going to go actually to flood stage. Coming up when I step inside the Full AccuWeather forecast, we'll let you know when we dry out and this storm heads out to sea.
Thank you, Adam. Now, the residents along the Delaware River in Bucks County are facing possible flooding for the 4th time in 3 years. And some of the residents believe the recent floods are preventable. They held a meeting tonight to spread word about a petition they want people to sign demanding action from the government. Action News consumer reporter Nydia Hahn visited New Hope earlier today and has the details.
We're members of the Flood a Year Club, reluctant members.
Gail Tedrick's first floor is going to flood tomorrow, but she's ready for it. She's learned the hard way to move her belongings to higher ground.
It takes you months to put everything back, and then you get hit again.
These homes in New Hope have flooded 3 times in just 21 months. The first time in September of '04, the last one in June of '06. And Gail and other homeowners here say the flooding is preventable. They say it's caused not by the rain, but by runoff from a lake and 3 reservoirs owned by New York City.
It's a disgrace. It's an outrage. I don't know how else to say it.
The federal government, the city of New York, and the 4 basin states regulate Delaware River issues through an organization called the Delaware River Basin Commission, or DRBC.
It would be nice if we could get more storage up there specifically for that purpose. But right now, we're trying to balance competing uses.
The DRBC says the water in the reservoirs are used to provide drinking water for the people in New York City, and the reservoirs must be filled to a certain capacity in case of a drought. And the water from the lake powers an electrical plant. However, the commission also says a program is in place to release water and keep levels under 100%.
It's just that it's been so wet.
The DRBC says other issues like the pattern of precipitation and snowpack contribute to flooding in the area, too.
The smoke and mirrors is mind-boggling.
Homeowners are now circulating a petition to lower the New York City reservoirs and lake to 80% capacity immediately.
This continues. This is going to be a ghost town. People are going to move their businesses out. People are going to desert their houses.
The river town will be wiped out.
Nydia Hahn, Channel 6, Action News.
Still to come on Action News tonight, a police chase ends in death on the streets of University City in Philadelphia. All kinds of damage as well. New Jersey Governor John Corzine undergoes a 3rd surgery. That after last week's accident on the Garden State Parkway. Adam Joseph returns with the rest of the 5-day forecast from AccuWeather, plus a couple that took a $3,000 taxi cab ride when Action News continues tonight.
Volvo 80th anniversary celebration, come test drive the results of our 80-year obsession with safety. The 2007 Volvo S40 and S60.
Lease a 2007 S60 2.5T for $299 a month for 36 months.
You seem tense. Well, I washed and ironed all your clothes. Walked the dog. Organize the wine, and I'm running you a steamy hot bubble bath. Is there anything else I can do for you? So, what do you think?
I'll take it.
It's made for sleep. It's a Sealy. Experience one for yourself at Raymore and Flanagan, your Sealy Posturepedic headquarters.
Now your everyday purchases can be more rewarding. Just sign up for Citizens Bank Rewards, and your debit card purchases will earn you everyday points and bring you closer to great rewards every day. There's a great new way to earn even more everyday points. Introducing the Citizens Bank Rewards Merchant Network. Now your debit card purchases can earn you up to 20 times more everyday points at select retailers.
When you offer your employees Independence Blue Cross, the most preferred health plan in the region, they'll never feel alone. Is everything all right?
Yeah, just the baby kicking.
Toyota has 3 different hybrids to choose from. And right now, you can get a new Prius starting around $22,000 from the #1 selling hybrid brand, Toyota. A smart way to keep moving forward.
Health Check is brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Action News, the team you trust the most. Now on 24/7 at 6abc.com. Action News all the time.
In Philadelphia, an accused carjacker was killed after the smash-up in University City. Police say the suspect stole a white van at gunpoint and with officers in pursuit, smashed the van into 5 parked cars and a Penn police car in the 4000 block of Spruce. The suspect was shot and fatally wounded during a struggle with University of Pennsylvania police. Doctors say they do not anticipate that New Jersey Governor Jon Corzine will need any more surgery. Corzine underwent a 3rd operation on his broken left leg today at Cooper University Hospital in Camden. Doctors say the 40-minute procedure went well, and they will now concentrate on weaning the governor off the ventilator that has been helping him breathe since last Thursday's crash along the Garden State Parkway. Adam Joseph in for Cecily Tynan tonight, and it can only get better from here.
It can. It will slowly get better the next 3 or 4 days, and then the weekend going to be spectacular. We'll earn it by then. Right now, the Sky 6 camera in Atlantic City shaking around still just a little bit live. Last night at this time, the center of the nor'easter went right over Atlantic City. 42 degrees the temperature right now in Philadelphia. The humidity 73%. Barometer is now finally coming back up as the low pulls away and weakens. Winds out of the northwest at 18 miles an hour, still gusting to 28, and that creates a wind chill right now in the city, just above freezing. Storm Tracker 6 live in high definition. A lot of us still in that light green. It's light drizzle, some lighter showers, and just north of Allentown to the Poconos, seeing some light on the radar, that it's still some light snow. All right, this nor'easter will go down in the history books as a record nor'easter, the strongest April storm ever to affect Philadelphia with the pressure of the system. It was comparable to a Category 2 hurricane, and also yesterday was the highest 24-hour rainfall total in Philadelphia for the month of April as well. We got a whole lot of rain, and here are the numbers. Over 5 inches in Philadelphia with the storm, almost 5.5 in Trenton, just over 3 inches in Allentown, near 4 inches in Dover, and near 5 inches in Wilmington. The rain was one part of it. A lot of us this morning, when we woke up, looked outside, yeah, it was snowing mid-April, 1.5 inches in Roxborough, near 2 inches in Boyertown, and 4 inches in Mount Pocono. Satellite 6 in action radar, there's a swirl with this nor'easter slowly starting to weaken, but still a lot of persistent showers on the northern side and the western side of it. Flood warnings continue into Tuesday for every county in New Jersey and Bucks County and Northampton County in Pennsylvania. This is for some of the smallest streams and creeks and low-lying areas somewhere in those counties still seeing some problems. Here are some specifics with flooding concerns. The Assunpink to Trenton, 5.5 feet still above its flood stage, the 4th highest crest ever in history. And the Rancocas at Pemberton cresting about 1.1 feet above flood stage at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and minor flooding along the Delaware River tomorrow. Now, eastern Riegelsville, Frenchtown, and Trenton, all areas will get just to flood stage, not above tomorrow morning. The low slowly drifts to the east the next 2 days, windy with showers on and off, so kind of damp and dreary through the middle of the week. This nor'easter is moving like a snail, slowly pushing out of here. Tonight, 33 to 36. It stays windy with a few showers, with winds gusting still over 30 miles an hour in the exclusive AccuWeather 5-day forecast. Now, you can mimic Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. A lot of clouds, on and off showers, a little bit of sunshine, highs in the low 50s. Friday will completely start to clear out at 58, and Saturday, sunny and warmer as we go to 64 degrees. As we look beyond the 5-day for Sunday and Monday, much warmer and dry. And believe me, we deserve that temperature near 70 degrees.
Thank you, Adam. A couple from New York City has made it to their retirement home in Arizona after a 2,500-mile taxi ride. Bob and Betty Matas arrived in Sedona today with a police escort. They took a cab because neither knows how to drive, and they didn't want their 2 cats to have to ride in the cargo hold of an airplane. They got quite a reception. The cab driver charged the couple $3,000 plus gas, meals, and lodging.
This AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by PECO, an Exelon company, bringing you reliable energy all year long.
Want to get out more, but gas prices are keeping you in? Take the Ford Challenge in the 2007 Ford Focus, giving you up to 37 miles per gallon. Get one with $3,000 cash back or lease a 4-door SE for just $159 a month, plus 5-year 100,000-mile powertrain coverage at no extra charge. That's better than Civic or Corolla. Take the Ford Challenge today and see why Focus is the better choice. With $3,000 cash back or lease for just $159 a month.
So, you're in my daughter's 5, huh?
Yes, sir.
I'm in there too. Oh, my picture's right next to yours. It's almost like I'm watching you all the time.
Is that my phone?
Yes.
Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Bye, Daddy. I love you.
Love you.
Who's in your fave box?
Have a good night.
With my fave, each family member gets unlimited calls to any 5 people, any number, even landline. T-Mobile, stick together.
In the beginning, Shrek met Donkey.
In the morning, I'm making wow.
Then Fiona. And Puss in Boots. Now the adventure continues. With more action.
You are the love of my life.
More romance.
Are you?
I gotta go. More magic.
Donkey.
I feel all exposed and nasty.
DreamWorks Shrek the Third. Rated PG. Only in theaters May 18th.
You know what's really great about the Toyota Prius Hybrid? You don't have to wait in line to get one. The Prius from Toyota.
Listen up, everybody. The easy button now gets us 10% back on the things we use the most.
Coffee?
Fair, Joe?
Plant food?
Hospital because I wasn't willing to give up.
Being treated like a real person for the first time in 10 years. It was such a relief.
I feel like it's just like going back home.
My son.
Our cancer information specialists are available 24 hours a day. Call now and they'll send you this free life-changing video and information kit that shows you how state-of-the-art medicine combines with unique therapies to give you treatment options you may not even know exist.
We as cancer patients, for whatever reason, have been dealt this kind of pain. But there is hope on the other side, and there is great life after cancer.
Why is ABC's World News with Charles Gibson now the #1 network news in America? It's about the reporting. It's about trust. The critics declare Gibson is the best of the 3 evening anchors. See for yourself. ABC's World News with Charles Gibson.
Why would they handcuff you to me and then drag us all the way out into the jungle?
Wednesday.
I hope you're not going back for Jack. Excuse me?
This jungle
The reason Jack told you not to come back
will rumble.
is because you broke his heart.
An all-new episode of Lost. Wednesday at 10/9 Central. Only on ABC.
Who goes home? Dancing with the Stars, the results live ABC tonight.
Welcome back, everyone. In medical news, women in their 40s are getting some leeway in whether to have a yearly mammogram. A doctors group now says the decision should be made by the patient and her doctor, and that not every woman under 50 needs the annual screening. The group pointed to the possible negative effects for mammograms as one of the reasons for change. A simple test could point to early signs of autism in babies. Doctors say a child who does not respond to his or her name at age 1 could be at risk for autism or other developmental problems. The finding is significant because earlier treatment usually means better results for autistic babies. And for the first time, doctors have grown human heart tissue from stem cells found in bone marrow. This means stem cells could eventually be used to grow human hearts from scratch. But all this is probably years away. It also indicates that adult stem cells are just as effective as the more controversial embryonic ones.
Ty, unless scientists can figure out how to grow all sorts of organs from stem cells, the nation will continue to have a severe shortage of donor organs. The greatest demand is for kidneys. More than 70,000 people need one right now. Now, one prominent surgeon says you should be able to sell one of yours. Here's ABC's John McKenzie.
Since diabetes damaged his kidneys, Michael Kelly has had to rely on this machine to filter his blood. 3 days every week, for hours at a time. It's been that way for more than a year.
The whole process of it really wipes you out.
Dialysis can keep Kelly alive, but not for as long as a real kidney.
It's kind of out of my hands. And all I can do is sort of wait until, somebody wants to donate a kidney. I only need one, but how do you get that one?
Getting a kidney is now so difficult, the demand so great. The current president of the American Society of Transplant Surgeons says it's time to start paying people for one of their kidneys.
It sounds like the wrong thing to do, to be buying kidneys, until you start realizing that unless we do something dramatic, we're going to have a continuation of this situation where patients are dying on dialysis and their quality of life is worse.
Dr. Matus argues you can already buy and sell human sperm, eggs, and blood. Why draw the line at kidneys and other organs? And because a transplant saves so much money in long-term medical costs, Matus says the government and insurance companies could afford to pay each donor one fixed price.
When all is said and done, the package could be worth maybe up to about $60,000 or $70,000, and again, still be cost neutral to the healthcare system.
The obstacles to such a plan are huge. Organ sales are currently against the law, and virtually every major medical association is against the idea, including Dr. Matus' own Transplant Society.
They argue the plan is unmanageable and would exploit the poor. They point to Iran and Pakistan and the Philippines, where kidneys are sold on the black market.
There are plenty of data about the poor of the world who have sold their kidneys. And I can assure you, what has happened is that they remain destitute, they remain poor, and they remain then with one less kidney.
I think it's critical to differentiate unregulated systems which have failed in other countries from the regulated system which I'm advocating.
Matus' proposal, published in several medical journals, emphasizes kidney sales that are controlled by the government and insurance companies. No middlemen or brokers. Sellers would get a full physical and psychological evaluation and long-term follow-up and medical care.
The only way that we will know whether or not such a system will work is to try a pilot project.
To see whether kidney sales can be a fair and effective solution to an increasingly desperate medical crisis. John McKenzie, ABC News, New York.
It must be difficult to be a surgeon and see so many people die for lack of a healthy organ or donation. Maybe education is the key to get more people to donate for free.
I want to take you to a story that we first talked about 8 months ago. There are two conjoined twins, the Heron twins, and actually one of them has just received a kidney from mom. It's a little bit of a convoluted story, but one of the twins got the only kidney that the two conjoined twins had together. So now the other twin has been on dialysis this entire time. They're now 5 years old.
Yeah.
And now mom was able to donate one of hers to the other twin.
I don't know if you noticed, it was very complicated surgery. They shared one leg and one kidney. So, you know, one of the daughters has just one leg, but they're doing great.
As they get stronger, it's amazing what they're able to do. Then
it's a good sign she could even have the kidney surgery. So good news there. We'll be right back.
Talk about Elizabeth Edwards. Stay with us.
ABC's World News Now will continue after this from our ABC stations.
Welcome to 309 Office Furniture, your office furniture solution. 309 has the largest inventory and best prices on office furniture in the tri-state area. For home office design, think 309.
Diamonds, the gift of love. The Jewelry Exchange has thousands for every budget. Half-carat fancies are $3.99, 1-carat solitaires $5.99, 2-carat $19.90, and 1-carat ISI quality sold elsewhere for over $5,000 are just $2,900. The Jewelry Exchange has thousands of GIA large and fancy diamonds at the guaranteed lowest price. High-end diamonds are shown loose and set in size while you watch. Plus, no interest for 6 months. Buy factory direct and save. The Jewelry Exchange in Norristown.
Welcome to 309 Office Furniture, your office furniture solution. With a 50,000 square foot showroom, find all of the furniture your business needs, all at remarkable savings. For office design, think 309.
Many cancer survivors have cheered Elizabeth Edwards' decision to fight her battle with the disease so openly. A secret weapon in the struggle just might be her eldest daughter, Kate, first-year student at Harvard Law School. The two sat down with ABC's Cynthia McFadden for this exclusive interview.
The Edwards kids seem stunningly normal. 6-year-old Jack and his 8-year-old sister Emma Claire squabble and play like, well, brother and sister. There is no sense that this is a sad house. despite their mother having just discovered her cancer is back.
So tell me what Emma Claire and Jack understand about your illness.
The children understand that the cancer has come back, that the medication I will get this time is not likely to have the same debilitating effects that the medicine had the last time, and that cancer can kill me. We didn't try to prettify that in any way. This is the way it is. But we also said at the same time, everybody who's sitting at this table who's not going to die, raise your hand. And they realize that we're all going to die.
Have you asked the doctors what the prognosis is in terms of time?
You know, the problem, of course, is that there are no statistics that actually apply to me. I read a lot about people who know what my prognosis is, but they don't.
The statistics do tell us something. It tells us the probabilities right now in this moment. And what they say is 5 years out, 20% survival rate.
They don't actually say that. That statistic has to do with people who present for the first time with stage 4 metastasized cancer. That is not me. I have my own fight to fight.
There's fierceness in those eyes.
Yeah, you think?
How did you find out, Kate, that your mother's cancer was back?
She said, well, they found something on my rib, but there's so many different things it could be, and I said, put Dad on the phone. And so I talked to Dad, and he really told me the truth about what it probably was.
This wasn't the first tough truth for Kate, who was 14 when her adored older brother Wade died in a freak car accident 11 years ago this week.
You know, we got much closer, the three of us, and I slept in their room for a year and a half, which probably drove them crazy, but made me feel a lot better.
Her mother says it was Kate who helped them feel better when Wade died, easing their grief. And now Kate is stepping forward once again, willing to fill in when and if she's needed, on the campaign trail or at home.
What would you want her to see her do?
All I care about her being is happy. If something happens to me, honestly, if something happens to John and to me, you know, under our will, she has 2 kids. And so, you know, it actually gives me great confidence as I go through this to know that standing behind John and behind me with respect to Emma Claire and Jack is this splendid woman.
I think for me the scariest thing is thinking about Emma Claire and Jack. And I want them to have their mom, you know, this mom, the same way that I did. And what scares me the most is that they're deprived of that at some point sooner than they should be.
You know, I think as a parent, there are many nights when you go to bed thinking, you know, I just want to live to protect them until they can protect themselves.
Absolutely. And I've lived long enough to have a splendid daughter who can not only protect herself, but I think can help John protect the younger one.
What scares you the most?
It scares me the most that there's going to be a day that, you know, is likely to come before I wanted it to come, where I have to tell these sweet children and that unbelievable man goodbye.
But until then, she intends to live boldly with cancer.
She has this wonderful ability to, on the one hand, say, I'm going to defy the odds and the statistics, and those don't refer to me. But on the other hand, also say very frankly that she thinks about, you know, the day if the worst does happen, what she'll do. It's remarkable.
And in a way, you can hear it in her voice that she is making plans and that she's leaning on her daughter and even saying, okay, here's the contingency plans for when I'm not around. So let's not think about that, but at the same time, if and when, you know, I'm not trying to leave my family somehow abandoned. We're planning, but still hoping for the best.
And a remarkable person in their early 20s who would be willing to take on that level of responsibility, and their siblings if something were to happen. That's often the me age, right? I mean, I think of my early 20s and...
While she's in Harvard Law School, while Dad's running for the presidency, while she has the spotlight to deal with and all that to tackle this.
Quite a bit of pressure there, but we'll have morning papers for you.
You're watching World News Now.
Homeowners, want to refinance and get cash? Countrywide has a great reason to do it now. A no-cost refi. It has no points, no application fee, no credit reporting fee, and no third-party fees, no title, escrow, or appraisal fees. absolutely no closing costs. So you wind up with a lot more cash. Call now and ask for a no-cost refi. We're America's #1 home loan lender, and no one can do what Countrywide can. 1-800-641-0789.
Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, round, I get around.
If you're having trouble getting around, you need a Hover-Round power chair. I'm Tom Cruise, inventor of the Hover-Round. I'm a nurse by profession, so I know how important it is to your well-being to have a power chair that gives you independence and freedom. The freedom to get around and enjoy life again.
My Hover-Round has changed everything.
Get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round.
We say that Hover-Rounds are round for a reason, because unlike chairs with a square front, your Hover-Round allows you to maneuver easily, whether you're indoors or out. That's why I urge you to call us to find out how you can get a Hover-Round in your home.
I feel very safe because of the maneuverability.
Hover-Round also gives you freedom from pain. Our custom-fitted seats are designed to give you total support and comfort all day long. They're fully loaded with our exclusive pressure release system, featuring lumbar support, 4-inch thick foam, and Comfort Ride inner springs.
It's a great ride, and it didn't cost me a penny.
9 out of 10 people got their Hover-Rounds for little or no cost last year. You'll get a team of Hover-Round specialists who will help you every step of the way.
I can't recommend it strongly enough. Hover-Round will make a big difference in the quality of your life.
Call right now and find out how you can get a Hover-Round in your home. There's no cost, no obligation. We'll also send you a free information kit featuring a free video that shows you how Hover-Round can help you enjoy an active life again. Plus, you'll get a certificate for a free in-home test drive. You owe it to yourself to discover what thousands of Hover-Round owners are singing about.
Call 1-800-784-9511 for your free phone consultation, free information kit, free video, and free test drive certificate. Call 1-800-784-9511 now.
You have a structured settlement. Maybe you bought or inherited an annuity. If you need cash now, J.G. Wentworth can help. J.G. Wentworth can give you cash now for your structured settlement or annuity payments. Our representatives are standing by to help you get the cash you need today. It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Call 1-800